In order to like or love somebody else, you have to like and love yourself. Now, this is for women who are in relationships that are trying to find their identity, or for women that have yet to get into a relationship but plan to avoid losing your identity. But before we even get through that, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you press the like button for more content just like this. Okay, with all that out the way, let's get into it. What's up, everybody? It's your girl Charlie Nicole. Today we are focusing on maintaining your identity when you're in a relationship. How many of us normally, when we get into relationships, we tend to lose ourselves? We tend to forget exactly what makes us us. It feels like the things that we once knew about ourselves no longer exist. I'm about to provide you with 8 tips to help you find your identity or avoid losing your identity right before you decide to get into that relationship. So the first tip, while you're single, establish a strong foundation. How to establish that foundation? The first, start your day. Every day. I don't care if it's a weekday or a weekend. Ask yourself, what will fulfill me? What will make me feel good today? How should you show yourself love today? Those are 2 very important questions. The second step to establishing your own foundation within yourself, honor your needs and feelings. So what if you make mistakes? Everybody makes mistakes. It's okay. You're gonna be all right. With honoring your needs and feelings, set boundaries for yourself that actually hold weight. Protect your energy. So basically what that means is all situations aren't situations that you need to entertain. Block them. Third step, establish your priorities. You come first. If you don't have anything to give to yourself, you won't have anything to give to your partner. You have to come first so you can give that to others. You have to fill yourself up. If you're empty, you cannot run on empty. Make your well-being priority. It's a must. No people pleasing. To change your priorities, you realize that every time Dick and Harry, not important. We have to make sure our chakras align. So if you've been people pleasing, that stops today. On to tip 2. Do you know who you are? Did you answer that question? All right, let's continue. I have 2 exercises that you can do that can assist with you understanding and learning who you exactly are. Again, we don't do that here. Not on this channel. Not ever. Exercise 1. List out 4 areas. You have emotional, you have mental, you have physical, and you have spiritual. Out of the 4 areas that we just named, what do you need in each area to be fulfilled? Once you have an answer for that, then you can start making the right choices and movement towards those things. We do not walk around with our glass half empty. We look at the glass half full. And what do you need to do in order to fill that other half up? You understand? Let's continue. List 5 to 10 priorities of things that are very important to you that you want to focus on. Again, with these 2 exercises, we revisit them because you're ever evolving. We don't stay stagnant around these parts. All of that corresponds with one another. So when you do these exercises, take a revisit. See what has changed. And then once you figure out what has changed, then you can update those lists. Tip 3, having strong boundaries. Know your non-negotiables in a relationship. What will you not tolerate? What are you not going to put up with? What are you not going to compromise? What are deal breakers? Once you develop and understand these boundaries, when you're in a relationship or you decide to get into a relationship, you already know. If you don't agree with this boundary, this is not going to work. It's as simple as that. Make sure you're very vocal about that. Tip number 4, have your own friends. How many times do you get in a relationship with someone and you find yourself losing touch with the girlfriends because it's all about your partner? It's all about the new guy in your life. You're so happy that you start to develop relationships with the people in his life, and you tend to forget about the people that were in yours. Do not lose touch with your friends. Your friends are like family. They're an extension of you, and they support you. If it doesn't work out, you have no one to turn to because you already turned your back on your friends who actually held it down for you. Tip number 5, have your own life. When you're in a relationship, you become one with your boyfriend or one with your man. It's all beautiful and blitz and all that lovey-dovey stuff. But what brought you guys together was both of your individualities. Like things about you and what you had going on. You like things about him and what he had going on. That's what attracted you together. You become a unit and you're doing everything together. There is no individuality anymore. You need to have your own lives. Of course, you built one together, but what about the life outside of that unit? You have to bring new things in, and you can't do that if you're always around each other. Get back into those hobbies. Figure out the things that you truly love, that you're passionate about. Invest time during the week in doing those things. You can go and do certain hobbies by yourself. It's nothing wrong with it. Try it out and see what happens. Sometimes we get into relationships and we forget to maintain or to take care of ourselves because we feel like a man is obligated now that he's with us and now that he loves us, that he should love me for who I am. You were taking care of yourself before him. You were working out hard before him. Those are things that you need to keep up. It's all about keeping it spicy for him and for yourself. For yourself, because now you have this overall confidence. You're not worried about what he's liking on Instagram or everything else because you're taking care of you. You're focused on you. You're so focused on him that that's a telling sign that you lost your identity because you're not confident in who you are. You lack confidence. That's a problem. Cultivate a spiritual practice, meaning prayer. Your relationship with God is the most important. There's a lack of God within you and your relationship. Hate to tell you, it's already doomed. Tip 6, stay true to yourself. What I mean by staying true to yourself, stop pretending. Stop pretending to like these things that this man likes. You never like golf. You definitely don't like football. You are not a Pacers fan. Very so often, we get into these relationships where we begin to pretend to be a certain way just to seek approval. Cut it. Stop doing that. Now you're comfortable. And now you realize, I don't want to put on this front. And now that you're comfortable, he's looking at you like you changed. But you never changed. You just pretended the whole time. Another thing that's very important to staying true to yourself, make independent decisions. Speak up. Speak your mind. Speak your truth. How do you feel? What do you feel? Very so often, we don't speak up in our relationships. And that's another telling sign that we've lost our identity. We're afraid to speak up. So many of us are in situations right now where we fear speaking up because we fear of disapproval. Sound familiar? Being true to yourself means that your partner will understand you better. You want to be with somebody that respects your mind and respects what you have to say. If you're with somebody that doesn't, maybe we should reconsider this relationship, people. Because if you're scared to speak up or scared to be your authentic self, that's a red flag. Tip 7, communicate openly. You have to communicate to your partner your likes, your dislikes, and what just isn't working for you. All right, lovelies, I'm so happy you stayed with me all the way through to tip number 8. This is a big one. Stop overgiving and over accommodating. And how you go about doing this, reflect back on your past relationships. Never won out that situation, right? Overgiving is just a reflection of seeking validation. Validation that you don't have within yourself. Confidence that you don't have within yourself, so you're seeking that validation from someone else. Overgiving is just a sign of seeking approval because you want that person to like you so much. You want to prove how good of a woman you are to this person or how good of a girlfriend that you could be for this person that you start to do too much. You have to allow them to earn it. Of course, you can be that type of woman. You can be that type of girlfriend. You can be that type of wife. But they have to work and earn that. See, we're not on the toxic train over here. We don't entertain toxic relationships. Healthy relationships are non-codependent. Healthy relationships are created by two whole people who can exist without each other, but have chosen to exist as one unit. The relationship with yourself is the most important. It's the foundation to any other relationship that you may entertain. Well, I hope these 8 tips have helped you understand and maintain your identity. If there's anything that I may have forgot that you wanted me to discuss in this video, drop them down in the comments. Make sure that you press the like button on this video if you enjoyed the content that I just provided, and make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you know when I post more videos. God first, stress less, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.